I have an exciting idea to swap my living room and kitchen, and I'm eager to share my journey with you. First, I removed all the furniture from the living room and moved it into the former dining room space, while the dining area will now be located where the living room used to be. I live in a small house, and I think this change is going to create more space and give the illusion of a larger area. To begin the project, we decided to give the old living room a fresh coat of paint. The color that I chose to paint the walls in is Riviera Beach. I'm really loving this color and it's brightening up the room. After applying 2 coats of paint, I'm ready to transform my dining room on a budget. My goal is to upcycle items I already own and avoid unnecessary expenses. With the paint fully dried and the floor vacuumed, I'm now ready to hang the blinds. I decided to reuse the ones that I already had in the room since they match the existing decor and are a cost-effective solution, saving me from having to purchase new ones. Next, I enlisted Brandon's help to carry the table into the room, hoping that my idea would work and that the table would fit nicely in this space. My teal cabinet. It was given to me for free. When I first got it, it was that orange, yucky, dated stain. I painted it with white chalk paint. Had that for a couple years, and then I painted it with the teal color. And I love it. I love the teal color, but I'm ready for a change. And now that we're going to be putting it in the other new dining room, I've picked out a new color. And I hope you guys are gonna like it because I'm really excited to get painting this. I love buying these little testers for smaller projects. I bought this one at Home Depot. It's Bear Marquee, and this is a satin enamel that's going to be really great for the cabinet. I picked out the color ecological, but are you ready? Oh, isn't this beautiful? It's like a sage green, and I'm so excited to get painting with it. So let's get to work. I've taken all the hardware off and I'm going to give it a light sanding. I have some 120 grit sandpaper just to give that new chalk paint something to grab onto. And because it's chalk paint already on top of it, I don't need to do any more prep than that. I mixed my tester into chalk paint and began painting. I enjoy using chalk paint because it requires minimal preparation and it provides excellent coverage. If you're interested in making your own chalk paint, I have a full tutorial available that includes a recipe, and I'll include that link down in the description. I took the knobs off the cabinet and I'm going to spray paint them matte black. They have a little bit of a bronze look to them, and I think that will really complement that green. A great way to spray paint these, I've just poked a hole in the box and then pushed the screw through, and it makes it a lot easier to spray paint. Make sure when you're spraying knobs, you're buying a spray paint that has the paint and primer included, because you want these to be durable if they're going to have a lot of use. It's now the second day and the cabinet's done, and it's already 8 o'clock in the evening. I've asked my husband James to lend a hand, and together we've positioned that cabinet in a spot where I believe it should go. About 10 years ago, I stumbled upon an old window at the side of a building that caught my eye. The diamond pattern on the window was stunning, making an excellent focal piece, and I asked the owners if they were willing to sell it. And luckily they were. I purchased the window for $50, and it's been a cherished addition to my decor ever since. I made these charming sconces from 2 old pieces of barn board and candle lanterns that I thrifted years ago. While they used to be beside my teal cabinet in the kitchen, I relocated them beside this beautiful window, and I think they look fantastic. Next up, I'm going to tackle this light fixture. While I adore it, its current color kind of clashes with the rest of the decor. I had James take it down, and I plan to spray paint it the matte black that matched the cabinet knobs, and I think it'll give it more of a cohesive look. Since this is a task that required a bit of electrical know-how, I knew that it was beyond my capabilities, and I was grateful to have James on hand. Despite a bit of grumbling, we were able to upcycle and rehang the light fixture, and it looks fantastic in its newly painted matte black color. With the knobs now fully dry, I'm excited to screw them back onto the cabinet. It's always amazing to see how a little bit of paint can completely transform a piece of furniture, and it's a great reminder that you don't always need to buy new items to revamp your decor. The cabinet's all done. I've got the knobs on, and I am so glad I went with this color. I absolutely love it. I'm now ready to style it, and I'm going to style it with stuff that I already had either in the hutch or around my house. Nothing was bought new for it. And let's see what we can put together. So on the top, I've got a faux plant in a wicker basket and a rock that I found on one of our vacations, and I mud polished on Smile Sparkle Shine, a little pottery vase, an old vintage clock. On the next shelf, I've got all kinds of pottery, different sizes, a nice little plant, a homemade pottery plate, a vase, and some old books. All this stuff I've just collected along the way. I'm really loving homemade pottery right now, so that seems to be what I'm picking up when I'm out thrifting. This bowl here with the rippled edge is just beautiful. Some candlesticks that I bleached that were really ugly and orange. They turned out beautiful, and some wicker baskets in the bottom. Now I'm excited to create a beautiful vignette using items that I already own, shopping my own home essentially. I'll be using a vintage doily, a wicker tray, a gorgeous plant, and a lantern fashioned from a candlestick holder and a light fixture glass that will hold a votive, and 2 elegant breast candlesticks. Now let's talk about this table and chairs. The chairs I got 5 or 6 years ago at a yard sale. They were painted black. I've just let them just get distressed over the years, and I love the way they turned out. I got all 4 for $25. And this table, if you can imagine, was in the dump at the wood pile. This is exactly what it looked like in the dump. I just cleaned it up and put some casters on the bottom, and it's been our kitchen table for almost 10 years, and it has so much character and it is so beautiful. Can you imagine somebody throwing something like this out? Okay, it's a couple days later and I decided to finish off this room. It needed to have a rug. I did splurge a little bit. I bought this rug. I think it's gonna be beautiful. I'm here by myself, so I'm gonna see if I can wrestle with it, get it underneath this table without having to move everything, and see what it looks like. And the room is finally all pulled together. It took a few days, but I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I added this mirror that I found at the thrift store and a couple crocks that I have my plants in. And I added this antique little cabinet to hold them on. And a wicker basket full of an assortment of plants. I don't think you can ever have too many plants in your space. And it's Tina improved. You love it, don't you, Tina? My vignette on the table that's all completely thrifted, and my old antique window and sconces look perfect. And the light after I spray painted it, I think looks much better. And in this corner, I've added a plant stand and a pothos. Added a wreath on the door, again from the thrift store, a little mirror, but the main focal point of the whole room is this cabinet, and I am so glad with the color that I chose. So that's my dining room makeover complete. Everything that I've used in here has been thrifted or taken from another room in my home and repurposed in here on a budget, and I absolutely love it. I hope my budget-friendly dining room makeover inspired you to refresh your own space. Stay tuned as I take on a new challenge and transform my living room now. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next video.